Hey everybody, this is athlete number 100, video with an athlete number 100 on the hard count. I'm going to get things started here a little bit differently. I normally come out and say, hey, welcome to another edition of the hard count, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to get things starting a little bit differently here because there's a couple of things I want to address involving a message to you guys and how far this channel has come. So as I said, this is athlete number 100 on here. There's 101 videos in total, including an intro, which I published on May 30th, and the first athlete video that I published on June 5th of 2020. And that's going back a long time. We look at the world we're living in back then versus the world we're living in now. It's like two completely different societies. And, I'm not one to get sentimental or emotional over things. But this channel has really been driven by you guys, and we're approaching around the 600 mark in terms of subscribers. And I remember when I was just reaching out for that first 10 subscribers, or the first subscriber that I could find on YouTube, just so I can get this channel up and running. And that to me was just incredible, seeing the growth period for this channel. And there's a website on there, or not a website, there's a method on YouTube in which you can check your channel growth over a period of time. I looked it up, and seeing the graph of that is just absolutely unbelievable. I mean, for those of you who have a YouTube channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's just beyond incredible what you guys have done and what you guys have, and your commitment to watching the videos, your commitment to either liking the posts on social media or following the recruitment process that I've been keeping up with on social media as well. So I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to overshadow the athlete that I'm interviewing right now with this message, because I think that's very important that he gets attention, everything as well. But I just wanted to say thank you very much. We've reached a big milestone with the 100th athlete that I've interviewed, and that 100th athlete, his name is Jackson Overton. Great athlete to have at number 100 from St. Louis. Arguably, in my opinion, one of the best athletes in St. Louis. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with the intro to this video. Welcome to another edition of The Hard Count. I'm Michael Emami, and I recently had a wonderful interview with St. Dominic High School's All-State running back, Jackson Overton. Overton is a member of the 2023 class and currently stands at 5'7" and 150 pounds. Overton is a tremendous overall athlete and one of the top football players, in my opinion, in St. Louis. And we had a lot of fun talking on this episode. A great kid to talk to, and we had a very fun conversation. So this is a great episode. I had a lot of fun speaking with him. So, all right, everybody, here is Jackson Overton. Enjoy. So I'd like to get things started out here on a lighter note, because I saw GSV's post a while back. And for those of you, or for the people who are listening that are not from the St. Louis area, I know you and I both are. But for the people who are not from the St. Louis area that don't know, it's a terrific media that was started, which promotes athletes from St. Louis. It was a hilarious video. It said on, I think it was TikTok or some social media thing, you said, here's a compilation of me getting killed freshman year. How did it feel taking all those hits and being so resilient and just, getting back up and fighting through it?
I came into freshman year. I wasn't a very big kid, but, I had the talent to play, and of course I wanted to play. So, I'll take what I can get, and obviously that came with some difficulties, some bigger dudes throwing me around. But, we came back stronger after that. My sophomore year, I decided that I wasn't getting thrown around anymore, so I put on some weight. And, you just got to laugh at the old times, I guess, and just kind of build off of it. But
Yeah, and I wanted to give GSV a shout-out on here, too, because what they do is great. And I see here you're an all-state running back, 2023, obviously, as you said, freshman year is long in the past, and so now you're going to be a junior, which is a 2023 class coming up. You're a rising junior right now. You have a 4.5 40, which is incredible. And as you said, you're not hugely big. You're only 5'7", 150, but you got the speed, and you're a two-time all-conference running back, and you have a high GPA, so that's everything that I think a college would kind of really be looking for. So kind of going into that, tell me a little about your program right now and kind of your training regimen at the moment.
Yeah, so this year we're going into it a little bit differently. My last 2 years, we had some older guys that have started a couple years prior. This year we're going into the season losing 23 seniors from the past season, replacing a lot of starters. But there's a lot of guys that are going to be stepping up this year. We're doing OTAs 2 times a week, and then flyouts and lifting, and everyone's really getting stronger, working really hard to replace those big shoes that are up ahead of them last year, and we're kind of all training our butts off to match the season we had last year. So that's kind of what we're doing right now this summer.
Okay, yeah, that's great to hear there. And so, what's kind of the first thing you'd want a college or program to know about you if they're going to take you?
That I give 110% no matter what it is, game, practice, lifting. I'm always working and trying to prove anyone or any doubters wrong, despite what my height or weight says, that I'm still, at the end of the day, going to go play football no matter what anyone else says, and that I don't play to what my size is, and I will never play down to what people think of me no matter what. So I'm just always working as hard as I possibly can.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome to hear from you, and I think the highlights certainly back that up, as do the accolades, because, I mean, everybody's kind of noticing you right now. You certainly have a big following in the St. Louis area playing for St. Dominic. I know being a student athlete isn't easy. So how do you go about balancing the sports and academics? And obviously it says that you have a 3.9 GPA, so what do you kind of do in a given day to kind of balance those two things?
At the end of the day, it kind of comes down to if you don't got the grades, you're not going to play. And I would say that's a big motivation because obviously everyone who has a true love for football wants to play. And kind of you have to get it done in the classroom to get it done in the field in high school, and that's just how it is. And at the same time, I'm not sure that my parents would let me outside if I didn't get all A's and B's anyways. So I think that's also has something to do with it. But, yeah, I work hard in the classroom and on the field, try to be the best student athlete I can be.
Yeah, yeah. And so kind of tell me a little about your parents, your mom and dad. How have they influenced you?
My mom and dad are a huge help. They're kind of always pushing me to do my best despite no matter what it is. Football, obviously, I've been playing since I was young, tackle football since I was in second grade. And my mom and dad have always supported that, a little scared at first, obviously. But they've always supported my dreams, and they'll pay for the trainings and stuff like that because they believe in my dreams as much as I do, and they just want me to be the best, or they see me to be better than they ever were, and that's kind of what my dad says all the time, that he wants the best for me because he sees my potential.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear that you have such great supportive parents. And so, kind of going into that, in terms of your entire career at this point, which, I mean, you're going into your junior year, so you're going to be an upperclassman, which means leadership is there. Obviously, there's a lot more kind of pressure on some of the older guys going into next season with the COVID situation being more relaxed and everything kind of getting back into normal. So when you look at leadership on a team, what kind of qualities do you have involving that?
I'm always going to push my guys to be the best they can be. I have a lot of faith in guys who have never played in a varsity game, and at the same time, guys who have started 20 games. I have faith in all our guys. I think it's a mindset. If you want to go out there and you want to play football, you want to hit somebody, you can do that, but I'm not going to let my teammates think otherwise or trying to play it easy or practice easy because at the end of the day, we're going to have to get it done on the field this season, and I'm going to make sure all the players in the field and all the guys on my team do the same way because I know they want to win just as bad as I want to.
Okay, yeah. And so have you heard from any colleges at this point? Is anybody talking to you right now?
Yeah, I've had a couple good camps this summer, and then I've had some contacts with some good academic schools as well. I had a really good camp at Arkansas State this summer during June, and I got to talk to some of the coaches. Really nice campus and some really nice coaches down there, and I hope to improve on that relationship, and the same with a lot of other schools coming up this fall.
Okay, yeah. And so what's kind of the single best moment you've had in your career this far?
I would have to say this past year, winning our district semifinal game. St. Dominic has only been to the district championship a couple times in school history. The program has made big strides in the last 8 or so years, and we've actually become a school that people can see as a football school. And so it was a great feeling because we lost 2 years ago in the district semifinals to come back and just get that 30-point win over Parkway North and to get into the district championship. That was a big feeling. And then that, along with my first varsity game my freshman year, that was a different feeling as well. So I would say those two are my biggest or favorite moments of my football career so far.
Okay, yeah, that's excellent. And so what's kind of something cool that you maybe would want to share that maybe not a lot of people know about you? Kind of a cool thing.
Oh, geez. I'm a really good NCAA 2004 on the PS2 player. I don't think I could be beaten if I was played.
Oh, really? Really? So you're getting the reps on the video games too, huh?
Yeah. I mean, got to balance with everything else, but, got to have a little free time as well.
NCAA 04 on the PS2. I think the last NCAA game I played, was 10. I can't remember when they officially stopped playing the game. I know they had Tim Tebow on the cover on one of them, and then I think they went up to 11 or 12 before they canceled it. But they're bringing it back, by the way.
They're bringing it back. I am so excited. But I used to when I was little had a PS2 and played 04, and I used to run it up with Oklahoma.
Oh, really? Oklahoma? Were they your team?
They're not, but they had direct snap, and I just ran that every single play.
Oh, so wow.
That's how I had fun as a kid. So.
Okay, yeah. So I see you're a running back now. Did you ever have dreams of wanting to be a quarterback too, or were you always wanted to be a running back?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure in second grade I've always been the smallest guy on the field, so seeing over the line hasn't been the easiest. So that kind of shot down any dreams I had to play quarterback. I've always wanted to be a running back.
Okay, yeah. And so this is going to be the hardest question that I'm ever going to ask you. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Think about this very carefully. If you were to get drafted by an NFL team, what would be your preferred team you'd want to get drafted by?
I would have to say the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, really? Are you a big fan of Derrick Henry?
Well, yeah, I really like Derrick Henry, and I've been a Titans fan since the St. Louis Rams left. So I really like what they've done in the offseason. So also picking up Julio. So I have to say the Tennessee Titans because, I rock the Tennessee Titans lanyard on my keys, and I'm a big fan. I watch the game. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say the Titans.
Appreciate you coming on. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks. All right, everybody. That was Jackson Overton out of St. Dominic High School in St. Louis. If you'd like to contact Jackson, his Twitter account is @Jackson6Overton. That's spelled @JACKSON 6, the number 6, OVERTON. I'll be sure to post his huddle link and information below. He has lots of views and followers on there, so go ahead and check him out. He's certainly going places. He's really tremendous overall athlete, high GPA, great 40, very fast, and a great kid to talk with. So I appreciate Jackson taking the time to speak with me out of his busy day. If you'd like to contact me, my Twitter account is @ImamiMichael. Both my Facebook and Instagram are @TheHardCount with Michael Emami, so go ahead and check those out. Snapchat is Michael Emami. That's set to public as well. And the YouTube channel, again, I'd really appreciate it. We've gotten to that big milestone. We're around that 600 subscriber mark, so more subscriptions would be absolutely fantastic. Hoping to hit 1,000 one day, so that'd be great. And also, as for Gateway Sports Venue, I know Jackson and I, you heard we had a conversation about that. Go ahead and give him a follow as well, and what they do is incredible for the St. Louis area, even if you're not from St. Louis. What they do promoting St. Louis athletes is just incredible. It's a social media platform for St. Louis high school sports. Absolutely terrific. One of the biggest, in my opinion, as a high schooler, back when I was in high school, I remember kind of looking at their videos and all that, and they really kind of paved the pathway for me to kind of go out there and have a passion for covering sports in general. So go ahead and give them a follow, and a big shout out to GSV. Thank you for everything that you do. All right, everybody, this has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go D1?